there are two things that are keeping us where we are. You see, we worry about the consequence so much we forget the process. And if you learn from those who are successful, they focus on the process. They don't allow the consequence to take them out of their process, because they know when they follow the right process, they don't have to worry about the consequence. The consequences will take care of itself. Consequences are a byproduct of processes. They would come naturally when you follow the process. It's a result of the process. But many of us jump over. We don't want the process, but we want to achieve the consequence. We want a good result, but we don't want to put the work in. If you go digging for gold, you must get rid of the soil first. If you're drilling for oil, you must drill down to the center of the earth. So we all know this law, but how come we don't apply it in our lives? If we solely focus on the outcome, we're bound to be disappointed. So it's process, then consequence. Because whatever you put in, you get out. It's input and output. But once we jump in over the input, we're just focusing on the output, it's impossible. You know, like Jim Brown says, to change your environment, you have to change you. You have to change what's inside you. Everything we know starts from inside. Our car, especially when they say he's gone hot, they don't talk about how big a person is, but what's inside that person. So, but we tend to forget the process, that it's all about what's inside you. Say whoever wins the race is not the fastest, the biggest, the strongest, but who's got the most heart, the desire, the discipline, the focus, the grit. I was reading a book yesterday, and from a MIT professor, and she was saying she's done a lot of studies over the years in different places, from military camps to spelling bees to some of the best universities in the world. Spoken to a lot of people, successful people, unsuccessful people, and she has come up that the only consistent thing in the life of every successful person is not where they started from, it's not their background, it's not how rich their family is. Of course, all those things count. It's not even their IQ, it's not how many books they read, it's not how many lecture, how many tutor, how many traveling, how many experience. But the one thing that is consistent in every successful person she's come across is grit. And what is grit? Grit is the ability of not giving up. Jim Rohn says it is the until, the I would not give up until, I would keep pushing until, I would achieve my result until. That is what separates the winners from the losers. You know, they say a lot of people give in not knowing they 1 foot away from their goal. They're like 1 step away from success. So that's where grit comes in. So those who win the race, those who succeed are those who are bound by the process. They follow the process until the end. They don't stop halfway. They stop for a break, not when they're tired. That's what separates winners from losers. And so if you're listening to this today, I'm not speaking only because I speak and I follow the process. I push things until I get to where I need to go. I never stop for anything. No matter how long it takes me, I keep pushing. It is the persistence that has gotten me to where I am today. And it's that same persistence that's going to get me to where I'm going. When I look back at my life 5-10 years ago, I know the only thing that's kept me going is that persistence, is that grit, is that ability to keep going when every other person has thrown in the towel, when every other person says it's not going to work, when they even say, why are you wasting your time? The ability to keep going, the ability to see the end, the ability to forget the consequence and focus on the process. And that's what separates a lot of people. Some people giving is too hard, some people start their sentence, every sentence is with I can't. And when you say I can't, you basically saying to yourself, I'm not worthy enough. I'm a failure. I'm a bystander. Inactive bystander, not just an inactive. They say they have 2 types of bystanders, inactive and active. So don't take yourself away from the process. You are the process. With you in the process, you will achieve the consequence.